Hey guys, welcome back. It's Bushcraft Family back again with another video. So, I guess we'll just jump right into it, I guess. Um, I was kind of coming up with a list of things that you would want to do uh, during a shift, or if a shift happens, or, long time period of, some kind of an event like that where you're going to have to survive a little bit, and you're not going to depend on, you know, our lovely government to provide everything for you. So there are projects that you might want to prepare for. Um, some of us are already doing a lot of this. One thing is um, vegetable garden. Uh, Having an area over to a side somewhere, be it in city or out. If you have any bit of yard, it'd be beneficial to grow food than grass. You know what I mean? You can have raised beds. You can uh, have a bucket garden like I've got in the backyard. Things like that. Somewhere you could grow plants. Same thing with, you know, indoor plants. Planting things inside window areas, um, solar um, solar grow plants or grow lights. There we go. I'll get it. You can find some that are pretty reasonable that you can just stick the solar panel outside, and it will produce enough electricity or lighting for your plants, uh, which is very important. To be able to grow things inside, be it basement, spare bedroom, or whatever, you set up a little area to grow dwarf type plants, lettuce, microgreens, things like that, because that'd be important during winter months and stuff like that for us people who get cold weather and whatnot. And yeah, it'd be very beneficial for things like that. And also, when you're growing a garden, I always try to let everybody know how important it is to save your seeds. Harvest harvest all the food you want, but have one plant maybe over to the side that just turns to seed. You don't do nothing with it. You just let it go ahead and let the fruit shrivel up and whatnot, because those are the best seeds right there. It's nothing that you get from like a fresh juicy tomato, even though you can use those seeds. But the better seeds are the ones where the fruit ripens and get past the ripening, and those are the ones that you want for seeds. Just like cucumbers. That's why if you have cucumbers on your vine and they go past ripening into where they turn uh, yellow and whatnot, it'll kill off the plant. So it kills off the plant because it knows it's done its job, and the plant dies. And then the cucumber falls to the ground and, reproducing itself. Um, the next thing is, even though you don't have chickens, some people like me, uh, when things went all bad, I wouldn't have to worry about the health department coming down here and say, "Oh, you can't have chickens." So I would just have a chicken. I'd get a chicken coop, build me a chicken coop, and maybe trade for eggs, fertile eggs, There are differences between fertile eggs and the eggs you eat. So, in case you didn't know, but raising chickens is so important. You get eggs every day if you treat your chickens right. Plus, you can reproduce those chickens. You can have meat from them chickens. All kinds of stuff. Fertilizer. And then what are you going to do with all this stuff? And this is stuff that you can do now too. But home canning. Home canning is so important for preserving food. And there's so many great recipes that you don't find in the grocery stores and stuff. Um, like cowboy candy. You don't see that in a grocery store. You might see something similar to it, but nothing that'll taste as good as something that you make homemade and put in a jar and canned for. Unlike me, that I ran through my cowboy candy too fast, so I have to make a double batch this year. Um, Water bathing. Learn how to do all the water bathing and stuff. Pressure canning, all that good stuff. If you don't already have those things, um, good way to do it is look at thrift stores, Goodwills, things like that. Sometimes you can find those things pretty cheap. I've got a big one that I paid $1.99 for. Another good project would be, since you wouldn't have electricity and stuff, possibly, would be building a solar dehydrator. That's on one of my projects here this year. Is I'm going to be making a solar generator and showing you guys how to do it, how easy it is, or hopefully how easy it is. So I have the idea in my brain. I just haven't done it yet. So I thought that'd be a good way to do it, because it's also good for drying out seeds and whatnot, and herbs, whatever. And that way you don't have to use electricity. You don't have to have it in your house. Because some people, like dehydrating onions. What do you want? Come on, jump. You lazy. Um, yeah, some people don't like dehydrating that stuff, garlic, in the house, because they get the. Come on. See, never fails. Every time I start recording. But dehydrating that stuff outside would, you don't have to worry about the smell and stuff. But me, I like the smell of garlic and onions and stuff like that. That it would probably make me hungry though. Um, Another option would be Mylar bags, and it's good to have a supply of Mylar bags on you, because what do you do with the stuff that you dehydrate with the solar dehydrator? Well, you put them in Mylar bags, and you have little systems. You can put them in totes. Think of these ideas of not only things that you can do now, but things that you can do if, you know, bad stuff happens. Because it's when a shifting happens, whatever it could be, it's not like we can go to the store and resupply our preps and stuff. We have to come up with preps somewhere, and we have to still store those preps. So it's a good idea to have these things on hand. Um, and then there's always, how do you heat your place and whatnot? Wood stoves. Um, Another project you could do would be, chopping wood, things like that, gathering materials for kindling, and all that fun stuff that comes with that. But wood stove would be a good thing to get a hold of, and even if you don't want to use it now, have it somewhere to where you can just bring it up, pop it in place, and you're good to go. You have heat. You have a source to cook at. You also have ways to dehydrate on a wood stove too. You could build things for the wood stove, like ovens out of tin and things like that. There's so many projects, and it's like I said, I'm just giving you a few just to kind of get get the prepping juices flowing, I guess you would call it. But anyways, I thought this would be something good. I know there probably won't be too many people interested in it because yeah, it's not that big news thing that's happening now, but these are important things. And that's the thing that I want to relay out to more people than just what's going on in the news. There's so many channels out there that that's all it is news, 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 and how bad everything is. Well, how about preparing for them bad times? That's more important to me. Until next time, God bless.